Tune into this week's episode of Gen B TV. It's part 2 of our Cooking What's in Season series. And today, we're gonna be cooking up a winter meal with surprisingly colorful, savory ingredients, and we promise you it's not gonna include leftover turkey. So we're here at Full of Life Flatbread with Clark Staub, who is a record executive turned chef and local organic seasonal chef extraordinaire, and he's gonna show us how to cook some stuff today. But I wanted to ask you, Clark, how did you get inspired to focus on this garden, the eating local and seasonal?
Well, you know, for about 20 years, I worked with a lot of incredibly talented and very imaginative people. And the creativity kind of rubs off after a while, being in the executive side of things. Cooking is something I'm self-taught at, and I believe you have to be a curious cook. So we ended up here in this paradise. It's a little bit gloomy today, but we're in the middle of farm and wine country.
Well, I can't wait to see what you've conjured up for us today. Should we go cook?
Sure.
All right.
So we're gonna do 2 dishes today. We're gonna do a winter salad and a winter soup. All right, we're gonna start first with the cauliflower soup. This is a really super simple soup. We've got cauliflower, fennel, leeks, and thyme, the herb, and we're gonna start cooking this. We'll start off with 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of butter, which I'm gonna melt together. I'm gonna add the cauliflower first because the cauliflower is gonna take a little bit longer to caramelize than the fennel. When you start to see it turn toasty color, then you're gonna add in the fennel and the leeks and the thyme, and you're just gonna mix that well. And those 2 will start to toast and give off sweetness. We've been cooking this now for about a half hour, cooking it down. You can see that it's starting to
smells great too.
Turn into a brown mess. Continue to cook this down. Let's get started on a salad. So the first thing we're gonna do is mix together our bitter greens.
Okay.
We've got some endive, some radicchio, beautiful dandelion greens. I've got purslane, very nutritious. I've got some cherry and sun-gold tomatoes, some nasturtium, feta cheese, these olives, colorful carrots, Meyer lemons, and turnips and radishes. I know this kind of looks like a complicated salad, but it's not, and you've got the time while your soup is cooking. It's a wonderful use of all the different ingredients that are available at your farmer's market or in your garden or at your specialty market. So, you know, we've pitted these olives. They're gonna go into the salad. I've got some cherry tomatoes that we've cut in half. We're gonna take a couple Japanese turnips and radishes. They'll add a bit of a crunch and bite. We've already got our chicories, and we're gonna add these wonderfully colorful carrots. And that's gonna be the only tricky, fancy part that we do. We're gonna use what's called a mandolin. They're pretty common these days, and I'm just gonna keep my hand flat, and I'm gonna shave this carrot into ice water. And the reason I'm shaving it into ice water is the ice water will actually contract the vegetable and sort of curl it up really pretty. So we've got our cherry tomatoes that we halved. We've got a couple radishes and turnips. We've got the olives that you pitted. We've got the beautiful carrots, and we're gonna mix these in with the salad as well. We've got some lemon juice on there, a really good olive oil, just a little bit of salt. We've already got the lemon in there, which is gonna heighten things. A little bit of pepper, a couple of grinds of pepper. Next thing we're gonna do is plate and finish off the salad. I've got some feta cheese, some nasturtium. They're very peppery, they're beautiful.
Voila, amazing.
So now we're gonna start to finish it and make the soup. So you can add a vegetable stock if you'd like at this point. I tend to just use water on this soup. Make it so that the cauliflower itself is essentially covered. And then we're gonna add some cream. And again, about as much equal parts to the water. So at this point, I am gonna add some salt and pepper. And the next step is we're gonna puree this soup smooth. For the garnish, we're just going to take the chopped mushrooms, put it in a hot pan with a little bit of olive oil, season with salt and pepper, and you'll start to see the mushrooms release liquid, which is water, and kind of dry up, which will intensify the flavor. Just get them a little toasty, and then we're gonna garnish the top of the soup with those.
Can we try it yet?
Yeah, absolutely. You first.
Okay. So good. Making all the camera people jealous. And remember, we caring citizens are gaining power in numbers, which is easy to do in this day and age. Just use this little button there to tell all your friends, and for doing so, you'll be entered to win our favorite eco products. Also, stop by genbtv.com and let us know your favorite winter recipes. So thanks for caring, thanks for sharing, and we'll see you next week. I would have never known we could have eaten this, or else I wouldn't have stomped out all of mine. Also, stop by genbtv.com and let us know your favorite winter recipes. Recipes. So thanks for me. It's so hard for him to point past my belly.
No, it's not. It's an armrest.